Hello, peeps. Welcome to R2 Sports Talk. Real fan, real talk. This episode of R2 Sports Talk is it's not too long, I think, but it's full of news and entertainment. So we're starting with our football segment of the show. We're starting with Liga Uno from Peru, Alianza Lima versus Sports Boy. Alianza Lima won 3-0. It was a very, very strong showing from Alianza Lima. Paulo Guerrero started the game. He looked okay. He did some key passes. Then he got benched in the second half. But Alianza Lima looked very solid, very strong, very secure. So yeah, it was a good positive outcome for them. So let's see what we do next week. Now continuing with our football, with our soccer segment, let's go to Bundesliga, where Bayern Munich beat 5-0 to the Werder Bremen. I'm like, holy crap. It looks like finally the Bayern Munich are clicking it together. They're putting the team together, getting strong outcomes. They're dominating. They did it in the first game of UEFA. They're doing it in the Bundesliga now, so this is a team now that I think everyone should worry about. If Bayern keeps playing the way they're playing, they'll definitely win the Bundesliga, because I think there's a high possibility. Also, there's a strong possibility that they can bring the UEFA as well. So that would be pretty interesting. And now continuing with our MLS soccer segment, where the New York Red Bulls draw 2-2 to Atlanta United. Now, woes, vows, fouls, issues with the New York Red Bulls continue. It was very, very disappointing. It's like they cannot find a goal, or they cannot keep a lead. It's something going on. I think right now it's mental, not much as physical, because I watched the games, and I think it's a mental thing that they have. Like they don't have confidence, and man, but at least they tied the game, because they were losing 2-1, and I'm like, it's just crazy. So I think what they have to do is take a serious look on themselves, because when they do a quick counter, they break mentally. So let's see. At least it's a draw, but we're still in the 4th place, but with I think 4 games to go. So I'm like, I don't know before the playoffs. I don't know. Now moving to our motorsport segment. We're starting with Formula 1. Singapore Grand Prix happened this past weekend, where again McLaren was dominant. Simple as that. It's the most dominant car in the second half of the season in Formula 1. Lando Norris, I think, won by 20-something seconds. Max finished second, but he had to race the race of his life, and he couldn't catch up to the McLaren. Simple as that. There's no speed on that Red Bull. It's just crazy. Oscar Piastri finished 3rd, and Sergio Perez finished 10th. So right now, McLaren is number one in the Construction Championship. Simple as that. The way they keep racing, it's the best 1-2 tandem in Formula 1. Max still holds 30 points advantage in that driver championship, but I don't know. I just don't know. Red Bull needs to do something with that car, because it's just crazy. Max was struggling, and he finished 2nd, like 20 seconds behind Lando. Sergio Perez finished 10th, and he couldn't pass Nico Hülkenberg. Sergio Perez needs to get his mindset properly, because his confidence right now is shattered. It's broken, simple as that. He needs to get his stuff together. Once you get your stuff together, dude, you're going to be finishing 2nd place all over again. But you need to also, Red Bull needs to do something about the car. Something about to get more speed, more horsepower. Well, you can. Maybe something with aerodynamics. Because it's just crazy. It's crazy. Now continuing with the motorsports, let's go to NASCAR, the Bristol race. 3rd race of the season in the playoffs, where Kyle Larson literally dominated the race from start to finish. There was no going back. That boy dominated the entire race. He won the race. Ross Chastain, even though he's not in the playoffs, finished 10th. Strong outcome, strong result for him. Daniel Suarez finished 31st. So, you know, and he couldn't get it. He couldn't get no speed on the car. So it's a little weird. So I don't know what was happening with his car. Again, I'm not a mechanic, engineer, so I don't know what's going on. But he still, he lost a lot of points. So from 5th place in the playoffs, now we're in 10th. He's still in playoff contention. So I avoided the first elimination. So, but next race, man, I'm like, they need to give him a better car, and then he needs to be a little more aggressive, dude. You know, simple as that. Now let's go to boxing, to our, I guess, fighting section, where Anthony Joshua was trying to regain the, not regain, to get the IBF Heavyweight Championship, because as we all know, it was a strip from Usyk, because he didn't do the defense, the mandatory defense of the title to get the second fight against Fury, because Fury wanted a rematch. So to whoop that ass again. So for the vacant IBF Heavyweight Championship, it was Daniel Dubois versus Anthony Joshua. Retired Joshua, dude. You have no chin anymore. That chin is gone. I'm sorry, man. Like, you look like a heavyweight boxer. I do think you have the skill set. You are good. You do have great boxing skills, but you don't have a chin anymore. Simple as that. I'm like, you know, you get a few hits and you get knocked out quickly. Personally, I think, again, you should work out on your neck. A lot more chops to strengthen the neck, so then when you get hit, you can withstand a little more, but that chin is not there anymore. I'm telling you, I think you should retire. Simple as that, dude. Simple as that. You know, just for your health. After your boxing career, just retire, dude. Simple as that, man. And now let's go to WNBA, where the playoffs begin. And my girl, Caitlin Clark, and the Indiana Fever faced in the first round of Connecticut Sun. This game was actually a little bit competitive in the first 2 quarters, in the first half. Third quarter and fourth quarter, it was no competition. But again, it shows the lack of coaching that Christy Seitz has. Because the Fever lost to the Connecticut Sun 93-69. 24 point difference. It's not good. Caitlin Clark had enough night. She was shooting badly. She finished like 2-14, I think, 2-15. And Kelsey Mitchell, the same thing. They had wide open looks. They were just not falling in. Simple as that. And but that's where the coaching, I think, comes in as well. There were the rest of the players, they came in, show up and play, but they were not enough firepower, especially your 2 guards. They're not explosive. So yeah. So we'll see what happens in game 2, because it's a must win now. Because if they don't win, they're eliminated from the first round of the playoffs. And yeah, let's see. Come on, Fever. Come on, let's do this. You can do this. So yeah, guys, I want to thank you. Appreciate you guys. If you guys can do me a huge favor, if you could like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. It helps me tremendously with the YouTube algorithm. And I'll see you guys next week. Nothing but love. Peace.